Hey, like, share, and subscribe. Hey, so apparently Renee Young has put in her notice and she's going to leave the WWE. And people have decided that this was like the biggest loss in business history. And it's like, no. Outside of Jim Ross and maybe Howard Finkel and maybe Mean Gene Okerlund, you can't really lose anything by getting rid of a talking head. I'm sorry, that's just what Renee Young did. She did pre-shows and post-shows, most of which nobody watched, which is why they got canceled. She might be a really nice lady. She might be really knowledgeable. She's really good at interviewing and talking to different people. She's really personable, but that's not it. Like, this is a wrestling business. She needs to do a little bit more than that. And just these women, they come and they go. There's been a litany of different female faces in the WWE that did similar job to Renee Young, and I don't remember any of them. Most of them, they come and they leave. But do I think that Renee Young goes to AEW? No, I don't. I don't believe so. I think she probably goes to Fox Sports, where she had the contract with Backstage, or she goes to ESPN, who wanted her for a long time. I think that's a good move. And then she's like in her early 30s, early to mid 30s, so she's old enough where she's young enough, let's say, that if she wanted to come back one day, she could. If it takes 10 years, 15 years. I think she had a good impression on the audience, and she left a good impression with the office. She seems to be very, very professional. I don't see any burnt bridges. Everything will be fine. But we talking like she's the second coming of JR? Nah, man, come on, dog. I mean, the second thing on this placard, other than Renee Young's face, is the Wrestling Observer Online saying that she's the third worst announcer in the WWE. Well, third worst. I think probably the third worst in the business. In the wrestling business. And I'm pretty sure, it's like, I didn't forget. So everybody who's being fake and saying like, oh, I miss Renee Young. I'm going to miss Renee Young. I love her so much. She was so good. She was so nice. I'm like, you probably didn't watch the show. Cause I didn't watch it. I didn't watch none of them post shows. Like the pre-shows and the post-shows, I watched as little of that shit as possible. Talking smack, raw talk, and whatever the fuck she was doing. I watched as little of that shit as possible. They're just going to replace her with another woman who's going to do a similar job, similar to the same level. And that's going to be pretty much it. I don't understand what's so special about Renee Young, other than the fact that she seems to be really nice and really patient with people who otherwise somebody else would have snapped off on. And she is a bit quirky. She has that, thing going for her. But that's about it. I'm sorry. I'm not heartbroken about Renee Young leaving the WWE. It's like she's going to get replaced by the end of the week, because that's kind of what they do. They've replaced every woman who's left since. Why would this be any different? So stop being fake, please. Thank you.